something that I seen that I thought was real interesting, right? This debate on Bow Wow was bigger than Jay-Z at this point. Here's why. And I thought this was like an interesting debate by Ray Daniels. Because it's just like, it's either you think this is obscene or you think, yo, he might got a point. You know what I mean? So let's listen, and you know what I'm saying, I'm going to give y'all my true reactions to all of this.
Cooking.
Bow Wow at his height is bigger than Jay-Z at his hype.
No.
Wait a second.
Bow Wow will have fucking mothers, kids, and
He said Bow Wow at his height. So Bow Wow at his highest is bigger than Jay-Z at his height.
everything.
Wait,
we
now,
don't we don't give him his props because he grew up to be a kid, and he, you know, he might have had some little moments at times.
That's cool.
But Bow Wow, star.
I'm understanding what he's saying.
That's a moment.
Star.
You just said Bow Wow was a bigger star than Jay-Z.
He is. I mean, at the top, as a rap star.
Okay. So we have to quantify this. What is Jay-Z's height?
The Blueprint is one. The Blueprint.
He has had higher, I believe.
No, I think, and then there was the Blueprint 3 album with
Volume 2, probably. Like, Hard Knock Life. You don't think that's...
You know how you can tell it won Volume 2? Because he had to drop a Volume 2.1 with slimmed down songs because nobody wanted to buy the double album. Let's be clear. Volume 2 is not it.
That was Blueprint 2.
Volume. That's Blueprint. Blueprint 2. Okay,
It's a
Volume
Hard
2.
Knock Life.
Oh, okay.
Hard Knock Life.
So we got to put out there that this guy, is he from Atlanta or New York? Isn't he from Atlanta? I know he lives there now, but I feel like I've seen him say he was originally from New York or he lived in New York before or something like that. And you already getting the albums wrong, Ray. Like, why do people always like try to like hate on Jay-Z? Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Bow Wow was that nigga. I feel like Bow Wow might have been one of the first rappers that I know about up here. When I was in Jamaica, I knew about Tupac. I was like young. I was a child, 8 years old. So, you feel me? I feel like in America, Bow Wow might have been for the kids. I was a child. Bow Wow was for my generation for sure.
Yeah,
that was a big pace. But I think the reason why I don't want to give Jay a star, because Jay is brilliant at how to make the proper moves to put him. You a rapper, you understand how it is. When I mean by
Explain
star,
it,
Jay-Z is a star because he gets on the mic and he says something that is ill to all the men in the room. But Bow Wow had screams. And I'm sorry, I gotta take this. I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna take off one name. I'm gonna take off Kanye.
And replace it
And
with
I'm gonna add Kanye. I'm gonna add DMX. DMX is the biggest star in hip hop history to me.
Nice.
Hip hop history being star.
Snoop.
DMX. Snoop ain't never got on the mic and growled and the fucking crowd lost their mind. He never got on the mic and said, nigga, DMX he was a crackhead, he loved dogs, he was a drug addict, he was all these things, but the one thing he always was he was always Dog Man X, and that's why we fuck with him. Leo said,
let's go back to you saying Bow Wow was a bigger star than Jay-Z at his height. Now, Bow Wow, like most rappers, when they rap, they like one of the top ones, then they do movies and all that shit. Yes, Bow Wow was that guy for the kids. But are we gonna does the numbers don't count? Like, what's going on? Like, number wise, Bow Wow was not bigger than Jay-Z, bro. Like, number wise. Bow Wow is that nigga though. Would never take that away from him. He ain't grind, he ain't bumping like I'm bumping, he was. He grew up in the light, kind of like on some, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to use MJ, but MJ was a kid and he grew up and people was like in love with MJ, right? Because they seen him grow up from a child to a man and he still was putting out top content. It's the same way how people are receiving Chris Brown right now. Bow Wow was the same thing. He was a child when he first came on the scene. A child. And he grew up in front of people's eyes. So the point where people felt like they had like this special thing for Bow Wow, right? So this dude was that, but was he bigger than Jay-Z or is bigger than Jay-Z? Because Jay-Z is still that nigga. even better now because he's like this businessman and all this stuff. But he still is like, come on.
Leo said something. Leo said he was on Drink Champs. I'll never forget. He said, I signed DMX. And they was like, oh, Nori was like, that was crazy. He said, don't give me credit for that. He said, my mother would have signed him. Anybody would have signed him. He was a raw in the middle of the. Think about this. He was in a. It's another thing that factors in star power. He was also in the middle of fucking what's the shit? You gonna help me?
What?
Fuck you, DMX. Like he was in the middle. I went blank. I'm sorry.
Rough Riders.
No. What I'm trying to say is that DMX in the middle of the Hard Knock Life tour. That's what I was trying to get to.
Okay,
Jay-Z
Hard Knock
tells
Life
the
tour.
story.
Yes.
Now, mind you, DMX was the biggest artist, but Jay-Z was the businessman. So he put the tour on. Rockefeller ran the tour because they were businessmen. But X was the star.
He closed the show.
I agree
When
with
that
that.
nigga come out, no, Hove closed the show.
But when
But
he
Jay-Z
came out-
said it was like X closed the
He was
show
like he
because
closed the show 'cause he would
barked.
end
Nigga, this nigga's on stage making grown men cry when he pray.
Yep.
He making grown men feel like when he
I'm
rap
with
his
you on
street
X.
shit.
I'm
He
not mad
got
at
girls
X.
they calling girls bitches. He is literally, and they're going crazy by the way. He is literally to me the biggest star. And then I think LL Cool J is number 3. I think number 2. I think Bow Wow is number 3. And then
I
I'm
can't
gonna do
even fathom the Bow Wow.
I'm not mad at his list.
See, Brian, you don't know. Like,
No, I do know, but this is what I'm saying.
mad at the
Remember
list.
what I told Matt? When Biggie and Pac died, there were days where the entire world woke up and said Jay-Z's the best rapper on the planet. It was unanimous. It was like, he's the best right now, period. I don't think that's ever been done for... I mean, Bow Wow was a celebrity.
We're not talking about rapping.
I ain't
not talking
saying
about
rap
rapping.
Celebrity.
skills.
We're talking about, if
tell
we're
you
talking
something.
about star power,
Let me tell you
I
something.
know how Biggie
Every
was.
time
I
he
get
did
it.
106 in Park and TRL, and I know
Shut it
because I'm
down. He shut it down.
wrapped around the whole
I
fucking
get
time.
That is
Square.
star
The
power.
whole
That's
Times
star
Square.
power.
Jadakiss is a greater rapper than Bow Wow.
Well, if that's
but
the case,
Bow Wow
then
is the
Chris
biggest
Brown
star.
is what, biggest star on the planet? Because if he does that, Chris Brown shows up anywhere right now, it's like shut down.
But I don't think it's the same thing when Bow Wow was in his height. 106 in Park.
I don't know
era,
if 21
TRL.
Savage shuts down Lennox.
No,
like,
Real said 21 Savage is a star because he don't give a fuck. I like X
Oh,
is
okay.
same concept. Like a star doesn't give a fuck what the world thinks. They're gonna do them. Listen, you can say what you want. I think I should call Jermaine right now. I think Bow Wow is a top 5 rap star of all time. Rap star, and I'll put him over Jay
Of course,
Z.
he's gonna
He's
say
gonna
that.
co-sign it. Yeah.
He's
No, Jermaine will
definitely
tell you
say
the
that.
truth.
No, I'm saying, but
Bro, but
I think he.
You call JD Bow Wow is like basically, he was Bow Wow was his protege. Like obviously he's gonna say yeah, like for sure. Like, huh? I don't know. Like it's one of those. As I said, it's one of those debates where it's like, what? And it's like, all right, I get what you're saying as far as like overall, package where it comes to movies and music, but you got to look at runs. You got to look at when Jay-Z retired and then he came back. You got to look at shit like Jay-Z like bro said, the older guy said, when Pac and Biggie passed away, Jay-Z was that nigga. Like he took the torch and he kind of ran with it as the top nigga. You got to just look at like a lot of different things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z had a lot of different chapters in music. Like Bow Wow was Bow Wow from like for like 3-4 years as far as like music go, but then like he elevated his highest height. I'm talking about like the highest height. But we gotta also look at this when it comes to numbers. They curated that list when it comes to Bow Wow being one of the top. They curated it for 106 in Park. TRL, anybody would go to TRL and mad people would be outside yelling and shit because TRL in general was that show. Like I have friends who used to cut class to go down to Manhattan to go watch TRL, bro. You feel me? So it's like he got a little point with Bow Wow stardom. Bow Wow don't get a lot of respect where it's due. He is that nigga, but I don't know. It's just like it's a little choppy for me. I just feel like you can make points on both sides, but when the numbers though, the numbers matter. And we gotta think about how many Jay-Z was selling and all the album. Like, bro, this nigga, he was that nigga, bro. But he didn't do movies. Like, he didn't, like, the most he did was like State Property. You feel me? Like, he wasn't doing if he was doing movies, like, y'all gotta understand, that's what take your stardom to the next level. The movie shit. The getting into the different spaces. Tupac did that. Biggie ain't do no movies like that. Biggie did like the TV show, maybe like Martin. You feel me? But Biggie ain't do no like extra. You know what I'm saying? Tupac was really like in some of our classic movies that we really love to this day. Juice. You feel me? Poetic Justice. Some black culture movie. Freaking Above the Rim. Some classic shit that us black people we rock with. So that's just how I'm looking at it.
Believes that though. I mean, I'm not saying it's a terrible opinion.
And DMX was that guy. Like, let's not get it fucked up. But Snoop Dogg is, I feel like, one of the most recognizable. You feel me? It's Jay-Z and Snoop Dogg.
I'm just like it just threw me.
It just depends how you define star. But like I said, come on, like the Times Square is like a 10-block radius. Whenever he did TRL, whenever he did 106 in Park, they're all. It was like lines galore.
It looked like Madison Square Garden when we won Game 6.
Mothers was taking off work to take their daughters up there to
Bow Wow.
Me neither.
Get on.
Yeah, I don't want to say nothing bad.
Star. We ain't say rapper. We didn't say artist.
I do agree that
we said
if you're
star.
saying at the height of his career, then okay.
Yeah, he shut malls down all over the country. So I'm not mad.
But he's also a kid star.
And it was
That's
also
That doesn't. LL Cool J
no.
was too.
It was
wait,
also
that
pre-internet. It
matters.
was pre-internet.
No, that
It
matters
was also
now.
pre-internet.
And by the way, shout out to my brother Hitmaker. He also has Bow Wow has the number one song on the radio, urban radio right now.
What?
See, look, niggas sleeping on Bow Wow. That nigga a star, bro.
There's a song with him and Chris Brown, but the number one on urban, okay.
No, he a star. He might not be a great MC. Nobody gonna put him in a top anything.
I ain't hear that shit played over here in New York. If it's number one, it's gonna be on the terms in New York. Like, what's up?
But stars, we need to put some respect on Bow Wow.
No, he was a star.
See?
No, he was a star. He was a star.
See? Everybody. Her age group, that nigga.
She said nothing but that. Like, that's basically what she's there for, I guess.
It's God to them, nigga.
No, he was a star. He was a star.
Okay, he just got lame as he got older because he didn't know how to be cool.
And we watched him grow.
And we watched him grow
We
into
watched him grow.
a man that wasn't fully a man. So
Right.
And he didn't improve lyrically.
True.
So like we saw Wayne and then
And you know what I always told Bow
Wayne
Wow,
grew.
you know, and the only thing that I think hurt Bow Wow, that hurt his career going forward to a bigger level, I swear to God, you don't think I'm playing, his beard.
his beard.
He didn't grow a beard. He still looked like a kid. Like he still, like if you,
What this nigga is talking about? Like, first I be like, yeah. Now you talking about his beard. One thing is clear. Bow Wow is short as shit. With a baby face. Like, what do you think is finna happen, bro? Short as shit. Bow Wow continue to do hella movies and shit, he would been out of here. Just like with Luda, even Tyrese, who was a singer before. Model, then singer, then like. Bow Wow is a unicorn when it comes down to entertainment, but we're not going to. We're just like, two arguments can be true. Like, you know what I'm saying?
you grow a beard, like Sammy has a beard, so they think Sammy is a man, right? If you grow,
This nigga says Sammy. What has Sammy done? This nigga says Sammy. What has Sammy done, bro? What has Sammy done? Like, respectfully, I know one song, that's it. And I think he's with like a singer that we know from back in the days. But Sammy, what the fuck what has Sammy done, bro? What has Sammy done, bro? You're not even bro, you're bro. What has Sammy done, bro? Niggas is bugged out, bro. Talking about some Sammy. The fuck?
women equate. I know I can't grow one. Women equate beards with man. Like,
so you're not a man.
no, I said women do.
Bow Wow was that, like, he stepped on his own argument. Bow Wow was that nigga with the women. Stop. Bow Wow was that guy when it came down to the females. Let's be real. Y'all know that most of the fine ass chicks Bow Wow has had first, bro. Like, stop. Fuck a beard. This nigga was Bow Wow. Smacking him down from when he was of age to as a real like older gentleman in his 30s. Like he's still smacking him down. Like shorty that he's with now, we didn't even know she existed. We like, yo, who is this fine shit? You feel me? Go look up who Bow Wow with right now. Bow Wow roster is different, bro. This nigga stepped on his own shit, bro. Dead ass. Like, what are we talking about?
Okay. If you think a nigga with a beard is the man, I ain't the nigga for you. I'm
Right,
just being
right,
honest with you. But I'm saying
I
if
tried to
Bow Wow
catch him
grew a
slipping.
beard, I think Bow Wow would have been looked at as, it's like he didn't grow a beard and he also didn't grow no inches either.
What about?
Wayne didn't grow a beard.
Yeah, he did not grow.
Yeah, but Wayne was at 14 to my dropping dick and bitches, and
That's true.
And Bow Wow was 14 talking about dating your mama. I mean, ask your mama for a date. It's just,
You just stepped on your own argument, buddy. Like, as I said, bro, Bow Wow, I already told y'all what I feel, but as far as when it comes to the women, I think when it comes down to it, Bow Wow was just looked at as a kid rapper, right? That I do agree with. Like, he was looked at as a kid rapper that never grew out of that. Like, it's kind of like Hollywood giving you a reputation, right? Like when you play the same role in each movie. Right? So when people see you in that movie, they know, all right, boom, this is what they're going to do. I think that's what it was when it came down to Bow Wow. You feel me? It was like, oh, this is the kid rapper. This is, even when he did the whole, you know, let me hold you and all that shit, that's his shit. Like, that's his, talking about the ladies, the same little bounce. And then when trap became a thing, you know, they attest to Lil Wayne came in the game and just certain other rappers, younger rappers that came in the game that was on some other shit. Hip hop changed out of the direction of a Bow Wow. That's how I feel. Put at the bottom though what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe. You already know, man. It's your girl Dosecity. Let's get it. Let's go.